Science and technology, the way we look at weather has changed dramatically. The awareness about weather and associated patterns is increasing day by day, thanks to the radical change in the way our government agency predicts weather events and hands out alerts. However, the role of private weather bloggers cannot be underplayed. Weather bloggers are a small yet relatively effective group of people who are not professional weathermen. They are purely driven by passion and the thirst to learn more about weather systems and their dynamics with the limited scientific resources at their disposal. Although they do not possess the rigorous training that a weatherman at IMD would receive, they effectively play the role of a middleman, that is, connecting with people on a regional level and trying to simplify the forecast for them in a layman language. In this regard, Team QuestMed takes this opportunity to talk, discuss, and comment about the works of weather bloggers. Join us as we take you to our world. Weather blogging is done purely by passion and not by compulsion. It is the act of putting together available resources, compiling them, understanding them from a dynamical viewpoint, and finally putting it across the forum of social media through which it reaches millions of people. In the earlier days, this freedom of information was not available, and at the same time, the general public couldn't afford to write columns in the newspapers due to exorbitant cost. It is an irony that these newspapers have now become online, and the online world of today is glued to us, especially the bloggers who take full advantage of it when it comes to weather blogging. Bloggers could now give a minute-to-minute update about weather events thanks to the science and technology that surrounds us. If you ask someone with a management background, they will say effective communication should be formal and informal at the same time. Well, weather blogging fits this bill perfectly. While there is IMD, the premium nodal agency of the country, releasing the daily bulletins, it is the weather blogging community which is the single largest consumer of such information. While experts might argue that there can be a distortion of such technical information, most of the time, private bloggers tend to get the right information with the help of weather charts from IMD and outputs from various other open source weather models. Weather bloggers' role is to complement IMD and not to compete with it. In the end, the official weather forecast will only be provided by the IMD. Therefore, it is imperative to understand the role of the bloggers, which we will look into. To begin with, one has to understand that the blogging community comes from different backgrounds. Doctors, engineers, businessmen, chartered accountants, retired IMD officials, and much more. Well, in some cases, people are qualified weather scientists. More often than not, people take this up as a passion. And it is that passion that drives them to be. You pinpoint one weather blogger and ask him why he is doing what he is doing. The immediate answer would be passion and to contribute to a social cause. Well, what it does, it creates the curiosity among the public to check whether one gets the prediction right or wrong. If he gets it right, he is celebrated. But at the same time, if he gets it wrong, well, the thing that one goes through is huge. Abuses hurl left, right, and center. People take your names and say you are incapable, comparisons, and whatnot. But yet, if it rains, one washes off all these dirt and comes back alive, making his next forecast. At this juncture, the public has to also understand that weather predictions are easier said than done. It might rain in your place. 2 roads down the line, it will be bright and sunny. And at the micro level, prediction gets tougher and tougher. Well, at the end of the day, it's a prediction and that's subject to change. There are people who have asked us, technology has grown leaps and bounds, and yet we are unable to say whether it would rain or not. Well, one thing we must all understand, technology is not about nature, and it is nature which dictates whether it is going to rain or not. As the famous example goes, a butterfly flapping its wings in Australia could result in a storm in India. That's the microscopic level of weather patterns we are talking about, and no one in this world has mastered the art of micro level predictions. The main reason why we started this channel or this forum is to nurture the next gen and to pass on whatever we have gathered to the next gen. Because what we foresee is not just the internet space giving recognition for individuals like us. If used in the right way and if groomed properly, atmosphere and ocean sciences are one of the best applied science courses available, and that should reach the minds of the children and especially the parents. And if this message reaches at least one, and if we are able to make a difference, we have served a purpose. And that is to make weather simple, easy and interesting. On that note, this is Guru Aravind signing off for Questmate.